You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
It was a bittersweet day for the Bharatiya Janata Party as the results for the bypolls held in 29 assembly seats and 3 Lok Sabha seats came in on 2nd November. The Saffron Party made a clean sweep in the northeast, winning all 9 seats which went to poll in Assam, Mizoram and Meghalaya, and won the Lok Sabha seat in Madhya Pradesh's Khandwa. But it was a surprise blow by the Congress in Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka and Rajasthan, which came as a major setback for the BJP. In the BJP-ruled Himachal Pradesh, the GOP wrestled the Mandi Lok Sabha seat and the assembly seats of Jubbal. It also retained the Arki and Fatehpur Assembly seats. With the state going to polls next year, the loss is significant since it has now triggered the speculation whether the BJP will replace the incumbent CM Jairam Thakur. And in Rajasthan, the Congress won both the seats, Dharyawad and Vallabhnagar, with comfortable margins, while the BJP was unable to make a dent and slid further down in the vote share ladder. And to further rub salt in the BJP's wounds, the victory parade for the Trinamool Congress in West Bengal continued as it snatched away all 4 seats which went to poll with an average margin of 75%. This results in the TMC's strength in the 294-member Bengal Assembly rising to 219. And along with all these setbacks, the BJP also lost the Dadra and Nagar Haveli Lok Sabha seat to the Shiv Sena, making this the Sena's first Lok Sabha victory outside of Maharashtra. So what caused this major rollback of votes to the BJP? Is this a warning signal for the ruling party before the upcoming polls? And looking ahead, how will this affect the 2024 polls? To analyze the results and their significance, we spoke to Aditya Menon, the Quint's political editor. You're tuned in to The Big Story, the podcast where we dissect the headline-making news for you, and I'm your host, Himmat. While the BJP's heavy losses in the bypolls came from Himachal Pradesh, West Bengal and Rajasthan, it has further strengthened its grip over the northeast. Significantly in Assam, the ruling BJP and its ally United People's Party Liberal swept all 5 seats that went to polls, and defections from the opposition was key to this win. As a result of its MLA Rabjyoti Kurmi and Sushanta Borgohain jumping ship to the BJP, the Congress lost both Mariani and Thowra seats. And to make matters worse, Akhil Gogoi's Raijor Dal is also emerging as a significant player in the arena, bagging 27% vote share in Thowra and 17% votes in Mariani. But unlike Assam, where CM Himanta Biswa Sarma is being lauded for the performance, down south in BJP's Karnataka, the atmosphere may be different. While both the BJP and the Congress won a seat each, with the BJP winning the Singhi seat in Vijaypura, it was a defeat in Hangal which became a major embarrassment since it is a part of Karnataka CM Bommai's home district. Congress candidate Srinivas Mane won by a margin of 7,426 votes, with the BJP candidate Shivraj Suzana securing only 79,874 votes. And the loss comes despite the CM's emotional appeal in Hangal, stating that he and the BJP candidates are the sons of the soil and that they will quote-unquote die here and will be buried here. A similar trend also occurred in Madhya Pradesh, where both Congress and the BJP fought over Jubbal, Prithvipur and Raigaon assembly seats and the Lok Sabha seat of Khandwa. While the Congress was only able to win the Raigaon seat, the final vote share indicates that it has put up a good fight. The Congress is now only 2% points behind the BJP at 45%. So, what do these close margin calls in Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh indicate for the BJP? If this trend continues in the upcoming polls, could it spell trouble for the Saffron Party? Aditya Menon, the Quint's political editor, says that both the states' results indicate an extremely political contest between the two parties and that they would have to be on their toes till the states go for elections in 2023.
I think both the Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh results indicate that the states have extremely competitive political contest between the BJP and the Congress, and the ruling BJP government in the 2 states. They will have to constantly be on their toes until both the states go for elections in 2023. Especially, I would say that for Karnataka, because the loss in the Hangal Lok Sabha, in Hangal Vidhan Sabha seat happens to be the home district of the new Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai. Now, the BJP had brought in Mr. Bommai to sort of deal with the anti-incumbency and the negative sentiment that the previous Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa was dealing with. But the fact that the new CM is unable to ensure a victory in his own home district doesn't quite bode well for the Bharatiya Janata Party. The second thing that doesn't bode well for the BJP is the complete fall of the Janata Dal secular vote base. It does seem that the state is moving towards a slightly more bipolar polity in which the anti BJP voters are clearly looking towards the Congress as the main option and not the JDS like it was in the previous assembly election.
While the BJP got away with close calls in Madhya Pradesh, the final results in West Bengal and Himachal Pradesh showed that it stood no chance to win. Let's start with Himachal Pradesh, where the Congress made the biggest dent by winning all three assembly seats which went to poll in the Mandi Lok Sabha seat. The Mandi seat was won by Pratibha Singh, wife of former Chief Minister Virbhadra Singh. Along with Mandi, the Congress also retained the Arki and Fatehpur Assembly seats and even won the battle in Jubbal against the BJP. But why is this win significant for Congress? Well, according to an analysis by the Quint of data from past bypolls, two of the three bypolls fought in the hilly state were won by the party in power. Thus, a complete sweep in Himachal Pradesh brings into question the BJP's performance in the state, especially the future of incumbent CM Jairam Thakur. But the bigger question is what led to this landslide victory? What issues were the Himachal Pradesh bypoll fought on, and what does this loss mean for Jairam Thakur? According to Aditya, the elections were fought entirely on bread and butter issues like fuel and LPG prices, and shows how when such issues are the focus, the BJP is at its weakest.
Himachal Pradesh was actually one of the most fascinating elections in this season of bypolls. Uh, it seems that the elections were fought entirely on bread and butter issues. There were protests in the last few months on price rise, especially fuel prices and LPG prices in Himachal Pradesh. Then apple growers were also protesting against what they call was cartelization of the apple market, in which they were getting about 60 to 70% of what they should have been getting otherwise. So very low wholesale prices also led to the defeat of the BJP, especially in the Mandi and Jubbal Kotkai seats, where apple growers are in slightly larger numbers compared to other seats. One BJP leader went rebel and he contested on the symbol of an apple as well in the Jubbal Kotkai seat. So, I mean, it's clearly livelihood issues and price rise and unemployment. Whenever such issues become more prominent, that's when BJP is at its weakest. And that's the main takeaway from the Himachal Pradesh bypolls. As far as Jairam Thakur is concerned, it does seem that his days are numbered. Um, it's now more a matter of time when the BJP would replace him. Now, someone like Vijay Rupani in Gujarat was replaced despite having a series of bypoll and civic poll victories. Uh, but under Jairam Thakur, the BJP has just suffered a 4-0 loss. So it does seem very unlikely that he would continue for much long.
And now coming to West Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee's TMC seems to be on a warpath to cast away the BJP camp from the state. TMC, like the Congress in Himachal, won all four assembly seats where bypolls were held: Dinhata, Santipur, Kosaba, and Khandwa. And the BJP lost by embarrassing margins in some of these seats. Take Dinhata for example, where the TMC's Udyan Guha won with a staggering margin of 1,64,089 votes against BJP's Ashok Mandal. In Santipur, TMC's Braja Kishore Goswami won by 64,675 votes, and former Kolkata Mayor Suvandev Chattopadhyay won Khandwa by a margin of 93,832 votes. With these massive losses, the blame game in the BJP has already begun. According to an Indian Express report, former Tripura governor and BJP state president Tadgata Roy pointed the finger at BJP's National Vice President Dilip Ghosh and several others for the defeat, stating that, quote-unquote, the party gave too much importance to leaders from other parties and opened its doors to opportunists. BJP MP Jagannath Sarkar, who resigned from his Santipur seat to hold on to the Lok Sabha seat, admitted that, quote-unquote, there is a lack of organizational strength leading to a low vote count. But given the importance that the BJP has given to the state over the past few months and its continued efforts to form a base there, what caused the muted performance by the party? Is it infighting within the party regarding the state or a change in national strategy? According to Aditya, it's not surprising that the TMC won big in the bypolls, but adds that it is too early to write off the BJP completely from the state.
See, obviously, these are extremely resounding wins for the Trinamool Congress, and there's no denying that. Party had a vote share of close to 75%, which is phenomenal. But I would also be a bit circumspect on this because West Bengal has a history of the ruling party in the state, you know, doing well in by-elections, unless it's of course at the complete ebb of its popularity, like the Left Front was. So it's not surprising that the TMC won. It's not surprising that the TMC won big either. But obviously, certain results would be extremely disappointing for the BJP. Dinhata, for one, because I mean, it just made Nishit Pramanik, the MLA who had vacated his seat as a central minister. Surely he could have ensured a better performance for the party over there. It does seem that the TMC wanted to prove a point through this victory and send the signal that the BJP is weakening in the state now, and the state is back to having no strong opposition. The left front, of course, can draw solace from its decent performance in a couple of assembly segments. So, I mean, if the left works hard, maybe it can recapture some of its lost ground from the BJP. But that churn, I think, will take place in the next 1 year or so. But I would still say that it would be too early to write off the BJP in West Bengal, despite these humiliating losses.
The huge wins by the TMC in West Bengal also spelled trouble for the BJP down the line as the 2024 Lok Sabha elections draw closer. Ever since Mamata Banerjee registered a towering victory over the BJP in the 2021 West Bengal Assembly elections, the rumors of her becoming a frontrunner for the PM post have begun. And with these recent losses and the string of recent defections from the BJP to the TMC, what impact do these bypoll results have on the 2024 elections? Aditya weighs in.
See, I would be a little cautious in reading some very big national message from these bypolls. See, we did a data analysis of all the bypolls from 2009 to 19, and we found that close to two-thirds of the bypolls, or a little over 60% of the bypolls, are won by the party that's in power at the state level. So mostly it doesn't really reflect the popularity or unpopularity of the central government. Now, even at the state level, there are some variations. I mean, some states, especially in the Northeast, Punjab, Odisha, a ruling party really sweeps the bypolls, but there are certain other exceptions as well. For instance, Rajasthan has a history of the ruling party being doing badly in bypolls. So the fact that the Congress has done well does seem to be a good sign for the party, and the party can hope that it can continue to strengthen itself in the state. Conversely, in Telangana, TRS has a history of winning every bypoll that comes its way. But the fact that it lost Huzurabad indicates that maybe there could be a slight anti-incumbency sentiment against it, settling it. At least it shows that the TRS isn't invincible anymore. Then, of course, we come to the bigger picture. And I think one thing that at least the Himachal Pradesh bypoll told us that BJP is at its weakest whenever economic issues come at the center stage in elections. So if elections are fought on the issues like unemployment and price rise, BJP would be in trouble. And probably after Himachal, if there's any state where the Congress would try and replicate it, it would be Uttarakhand, which goes to polls a couple of months from now. The economies are similar. Uttarakhand has suffered slightly more during the lockdown and the COVID-19 crisis. So I think the anxiety regarding unemployment and prices is more than even Himachal Pradesh. So I think that's one major lesson that is coming out of this by-election. The other major lesson that comes out is that strong regional leaders, uh, they seem to have held ground in a very significant way. Not just held ground, they seem to have asserted their authority in a very significant way. And be it Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal, then we have Himanta Biswa Sarma in Assam. The BJP and its allies won all the bypolls there, even though some of the seats were earlier held by their opponents. Uh, Conrad Sangma in Meghalaya. Uh, then we have Ashok Gehlot in Rajasthan. Uddhav Thackeray, the Shiv Sena managed to win a seat in Dadar Nagar Haveli, that was Lok Sabha seat outside of Maharashtra. So that's been for another very strong regional leader. So overall, we are seeing regional leaders are sort of asserting their authority in a very big way. So that's the second big picture that seems to be coming out of these bypolls.
The bypoll results have been a mixed bag of wins and losses for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but what it does essentially signal is a wake-up call, especially in the states of Himachal Pradesh and West Bengal. If you liked listening to this episode, please subscribe to The Big Story for episodic updates. We're available on Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, JioSaavn, and most of the other popular podcast streaming platforms. For other podcasts, please log on to the Quint website, and for any feedback, please shoot an email to podcast@thequint.com.
Thanks for listening. Log on to the Quint's website and check out our other podcasts.